Madison College Radio on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It's the Toss the Mic Sportscast, talking latest sports topics and, of course, all things Badgers, live on WSUM 91.7 FM Madison and our online FM stream as well. Catch the full podcast replay on our YouTube channel, WSUM 917, or our free app on both app stores, the WSUM app. That being said, we played a game last week where we did an all-time NFC North draft, and it was a lot of fun. So
yeah, I had fun.
Let's just dive right on into it.
My team was better, so...
First of all, no way your team was better. Please check out that video right now. It's the link in the description.
He played the jingle over me saying his team was better, but just remember, you could check it out for yourself. I won for sure. Come on. Randy Moss and Calvin
Only
Johnson.
The receivers were good.
Come on, Randy
My
Moss
running
and Calvin
backs
Johnson.
were Adrian Peterson and Barry Sanders. My defense was the 1986 Bears, the better of the 85 and 86 Bears those 2 years. So there's no scoring on us, and there's no stopping our run game. We're just going to chew that clock.
You had a good team of playoff chokers. I'll give you that. A decent team of playoff chokers.
You can't say that when Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss are your two receivers.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
You be the judge of that. You check that out in the link in the description, and you leave a comment whose team wins. But with that being said, let's play the game again, and let's see who wins it this time. Hopefully I win it convincingly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, boy. We don't have a coin to flip, I believe, this time.
Man, yeah.
So I'll flip my phone. You'd already know the deal. Screen side is heads, and the back side is tails. You call it.
Okay, I'm calling Steve Jobs up, Apple logo up. That's what I'm calling.
You're going to have to help me out here. Was that tails?
Well, what's considered heads and what's considered tails? Is
back
heads?
of the phone
All
is
right.
tails.
All right, tails. Steve Jobs up.
It's heads. I win the coin toss for once in my life on this show. I am now 2-6 on coin tosses on this show.
I'm lucky.
I know, but what do you do with those coin toss wins? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of 0-16 teams that won a lot of coin tosses, but with that being said, I'll tell you the rules first. We already flipped the coin. I won it. Snake draft format. I got first pick. He's got second pick. The loser of the coin toss, a.k.a. Will Overbo over there, prime Will Overbo, and then he gets to pick at the top of the second round, and I pick last in the second round. Vice versa. Flip it again. That's how so on and so forth the snake draft works. Okay, and then here's how the teams are set up. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defense, head coach. It's right in front of you if you're watching this on video, but if you're on the air, I'll say it one more time. Quarterback, running back, two running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, a defense, and a head coach. And with that being said, with my first pick, I got to go with my gut here. And I'm going to go with Troy Aikman. I think he's the best quarterback of all time in that division. If he played his entire career, he's already a Hall of Famer, but he'd be more than a Hall of Famer.
Nice.
You could take I'm not saying who
good
it is.
Good pick.
You could take the other guy.
Good pick.
I've got the only guy who could throw the ball in the history of this division.
Troy, if you're a fan of the show, this man is your biggest fan because he's the only one that I could think of that would pick Troy Aikman first overall. Especially with the amount of skill in these wide receivers and running backs.
Not like the NFC North, bro.
Listen, okay, not like the NFC
and
North.
You picked quarterback first last time.
Yes, fair enough.
So don't knock the strategy.
That was Aaron Rodgers. And this is Troy Aikman?
Who has more Super Bowls?
Well, okay. Listen, so I get 2 picks in a row now? Or is it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay now. So it's funny you mentioned the Super Bowls because I'm going to pick the real reason the Cowboys won all those Super Bowls. Number 2 overall, I'm picking Emmitt Smith of the Dallas Cowboys. And, he was quite good in his prime. He was a little overshadowed by some of these NFC North running backs we were talking about last draft.
That's so true.
But make no mistake, Emmitt Smith, still one of the greatest running backs of all time. I think he's comfortably in the top 5, and I'm picking him number 2 overall. Reason why the Cowboys are even still relevant today. So I'll pick Emmitt Smith. Coming up next is it's just like the human highlight reel. One of the greatest receiving talents that the league has ever seen, bar none. He's played with every single kind of quarterback. He's dominated in many different uniforms. I'm picking Terrell Owens, T.O., with the 3rd overall pick.
Okay, that's fun. That's fun. But next up, I'm not going defense this early again. I think I got to take this guy at running back, Saquon Barkley.
Fair.
He's going to go down as one of the greatest running backs of all time, one of the few that have ever ran for 2,000 yards. A Super Bowl to his name, carried a poverty franchise for as long as he could, got his ring, which all running backs should, because the window for winning as a running back is very small, and I'm good on him for actually taking that window. So next up, I feel like I got to go wide receiver, but yeah, I'm going Michael Irvin. Wide receiver 1 is Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
There's a reason why 88 is quite the tradition in Dallas.
Of course.
And Troy Aikman would be a monster with Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
they might have won a couple Super Bowls together.
That's true.
I think they
That's
would
true.
be a great duo on the field. I mean, we definitely haven't seen that before, right?
I would agree, and like you said, Michael Irvin made Troy Aikman look like a Hall of Famer, like you said. So
Well, he's gonna do it again, then.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, I think I'll pick my quarterback here before it gets too late. There's a lot of choices here. Obviously, I look at Eli Manning. He's got 2 rings, but I'm not going to pick Eli Manning. Do not worry. Even though prime Eli, he was kind of nice. He was a little nice. I'm going to go with the legend himself, Roger Staubach, with my quarterback. And it was close between him and Donovan McNabb, but I mean, if you
Does
look,
he translate to this league in today? I don't know.
About as much as Troy Aikman does. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like players back in those days were smoking cigarettes on the sideline.
Totally.
Yeah, they might have had a couple bottles of apple juice.
Yeah, I want that toughness on my team. That's the same reason I pick Lombardi. It's
Miles Garrett's probably gonna send a hungover quarterback to the moon. I'm just saying.
Not too much on Roger. I think he could still drop some dimes, especially with Terrell Owens catching balls for him. This is going to be a sight to see. Do I pick again? Is that how this works? Okay, awesome. Then, I think I'm going to take this opportunity to round out the running back room and pick another Eagles running back.
And it would be funny if you put Jalen Hurts at running back.
Man, that would not be funny at all, man. Okay, we're going to go with one of the greatest primes a running back has ever seen. I'm not saying the greatest running back ever, but if you look at this landmark year from LaShawn McCoy, you would see why I'm picking him. Prime Shady was something special. You had to be there to see it. I feel confident. If I didn't get Saquon Barkley, I was going to pick Shady. And I think this is a decent balance in the running back room.
I mean, there's probably some better running backs in that pool. I'm not going to lie. But
sure. Totally.
Since you no longer need running back, I do not need to be that fast and worrisome about filling my running back depth. So next up, the positions that you do not have. I believe you're missing your last receiver, so I think I got to go receiver. I got my dominant outside one receiver. It's tough because you can't just take the same type of archetype over and over again. So I think, but this guy is going to be a solid slot guy for me. And he's proven that he is elite. Maybe the teams around him haven't been elite, but CeeDee Lamb is going to be my wide receiver 2, playing on the inside, running the slants, running the deep posts, doing all the stuff to the slot corners. Michael Irvin on the outside.
Battle of 88 right there.
I know. I think I have, the other guys play a lot like Michael Irvin. I'm not going to lie. So
this is quite the Skip Bayless draft that you're working with right now.
Whoa. You do not have a quarterback, so let's chill with that.
Listen, man, it's all Cowboys here, which is fine. I mean, it's
I don't even like the Cowboys that much. I don't like them at all. I'm a Browns fan. Come on. But I think next up, since I got wide receiver taken care of, it's my best pick out of defense and head coach. And defense wins championships. Mm-hmm. And I think I got to go with one of the most dominant defenses of all time. The 1986 Giants.
Damn.
They have the greatest defensive player of all time with Lawrence Taylor. They were called the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. That's all you got to know about this defense. Bill Belichick got his start with this defense.
Yeah, they are legit for sure. I'll give you credit on this pick. This is probably the best defense here. I'm a little disappointed they're off the board, but, congrats. You're going to need a good defense.
Yeah. I'm going to be able to run the ball, too, with Saquon.
Okay. All right. Okay, so now at this point, you look at the amount of receivers that are left. There's still so many historic NFC East receivers. You're talking about competing archetypes, but who doesn't love two ball-dominant wide receiver ones? That's
always a great idea.
Listen, that's always a great idea. I want them fighting over the ball, okay? I want to see that passion, Roger doesn't care. He'll throw to whoever's open, so they're going to be competing to get open, and I just need to pick the receiver that had one of the best rookie receiver seasons, I think the best, personally, ever. And that is Odell Beckham Jr. of the New York Giants. A generational player, one that is nostalgic for me in my football watching childhood. I couldn't just let him go.
Too quick of a prime, though.
Yeah, well, he had a good 4 years,
That rookie contract.
Yeah, well, I'll take it. Okay, coming up next, I think I should probably either lock down defense or head coach. I don't really, I'm kind of these defenses are good and all, but I think that head coach is going to be harder to come by later. So I'll lock down my head coach first and foremost. And who doesn't want Andy Reid coaching this team?
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
All right.
Enough said.
So next up, what am I missing? I'm missing tight end, and I'm missing head coach.
My bad.
And my last running back. There's not much. Bill Parcells is gonna be strict with this team if I were to put him here. But I did want a schematic type of guy with Andy Reid. I mean, you saw me take Holmgren last week, so Andy Reid's a direct descendant from him. I think I'm going to go Tom Landry.
Fair.
Because I don't think any of the other head coaches here really live up to that type of aura. Not aura, but leading teams to Super Bowls.
Joe Gibbs
dynasties.
has crazy aura. What are you talking about?
Joe Gibbs, yeah. I mean, he brought the Commanders to a Super Bowl. And then tight end, I think this one's an easy pick. Jason Witten will be my tight end. There we go. So that leaves you here. Here you go.
All right. So I should pick a defense. I should pick a tight end. Those are the last two picks I have. Damn. I'm thinking I'm going to do an Eagles defense. But the question is, which Eagles defense am I going to pick? And I think I got to go with the 91 Eagles, the gangrene defense right here.
Yeah. I mean, Reggie White. There's a reason why his number's retired.
Yeah, absolutely. Tight end is really... I'm struggling to think of some really, really good NFC East tight ends, but I think, one that recently came up... I don't want to say recently. I guess in my football watching lifetime, a tight end that came up really clutch for a team that hadn't won a Super Bowl in a very long time. I'll go with Zach Ertz of the Philadelphia Eagles. He, in my opinion, is definitely one of the greatest tight ends of all time. So I feel like that's a fine pick.
And then that just leaves me with the last pick of the entire draft. Running back, I've been putting this one off because you took your second running back pretty early. I'm going to take Tony Dorsett. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think he's probably by far the best one remaining. You can maybe make a argument for, I believe, Westbrook. Yeah, Brian Westbrook. But yeah, I'm taking Tony Dorsett. And with that, I think my team's way better. I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got a consistent scheme here, but it's I was drafting for prime. What can I say?
Drafted. Okay, so let's go over this. My quarterback's Troy Aikman. I think he's the best passer out of all the NFC East
Prime Troy
quarterbacks by far. Like, what's his knock? Like, what are we knocking here? Let's dive into this.
Listen, I mean, like, not too much on Troy, of course, but like
the concussions got him, man.
Yeah, listen. If you're gonna pick a bad leader, you might as well pick a cool bad leader like Roger Staubach. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, they're
I don't think bad
leaders
like typically win that many Super Bowls, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe I should have picked Jimmy Johnson if they were gonna mesh well, but no way I was taking Jimmy Johnson. I'm not gonna lie,
fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, Troy Aikman, if he plays longer, I'm pretty sure he can get in some top 5, top 6 debates. He's probably top 15 type of debates right now, but if you play another 5 years, get onto the all-time leaderboards, which that's what gets the top 5 debates going.
Well, was he ever like a top 3 quarterback in the league though? Like,
probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, like, don't get me wrong, all the postseason success in the world will get you up there in the Hall of Fame for sure. Troy Aikman's a Hall of Famer. I know I was kind of making a joke of that earlier, but he is a Hall of Famer for sure. But like, the stats are not wowing me. I guess, you know what I mean.
This is a different league, though.
Listen, yeah, for sure. But you saw quarterbacks back in this day like dominating in ways that Troy Aikman was not, and it's like,
I mean, really, only Dan Marino was doing it like how we see today in terms of domination. Maybe Brett Favre in his 3 straight MVPs was putting up the type of numbers we're used to today, but this was pretty consistent numbers back then. I mean, 23 touchdowns was like our 40 touchdowns.
So let me ask you this. Would you be taking Troy Aikman over Steve Young?
If I had Steve Young's numbers in front of me. How long did he play? I don't know how long he played.
No. Just gut feeling. Are you taking Troy Aikman over Steve Young?
Toss up. Steve Young.
Okay. That's good. Then we're good then. You know what I mean? Like
Steve Young doesn't play in the NFC East, so I didn't really have that debate in my head.
Well, you said top 5, so I was just like wondering.
He would be if he played longer.
Okay.
Okay,
now.
Steve Young played, but he was behind people for like half of his career.
Sure.
And Tampa Bay Buccaneers wasted 3 years of his career. And we're talking about Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the one that started 0-14 Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So 2 different types of short careers.
Sure.
One,
absolutely,
because he got knocked out and didn't remember what happened. And the other one, you came back from being buns. I mean, that was the type of thing that Joe Flacco was being accused of. Like,
sure.
Comeback player of the year. What'd you come back from? Being bad? Being a backup? Like, it's 2 different types of debates. But yeah, I think Troy Aikman, given multiple years, maybe a different era, could be in some top 5, top 8 debates.
Interesting. Okay.
So I think he could lead this team that I have with me. Saquon Barkley, going to be one of the best running backs of all time. Michael Irvin, Hall of Fame wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb, I'm not sure Hall of Fame wide receiver yet. We'll have to see how it plays out, but he's playing like one.
Yeah.
The 1986 Giants won a Super Bowl by themselves. I believe they won a Super Bowl with their backup quarterback. So I don't know if that came in the 90s or 86. Correct me in the comments. But Tom Landry, self-explanatory. Jason Witten was a dog in his prime, and Tony Dorsett. So,
yeah. Fair.
Make a case for your team now.
All right, now. Well, I mean, obviously, Emmitt Smith, like, you're getting that consistency that maybe is kind of balancing out some of the explosiveness on the receiving core. But, like, in terms of, like, just, like, ball hawk dominating receivers, like, extremely physical receiving talents, Terrell Owens, Odell Beckham Jr., I feel like they're going to fight for this ball. They're going to make spectacular catches. And, like, you know, Roger, he's got aura. Like, that's all I got to say. Roger Staubach has crazy aura, and I'll leave it at that. 91 Eagles, you know, you got Reggie White, one of my favorite defensive players of all time. He's going to get after the quarterback. Zach Ertz, you know, he came up clutch in big moments. You look at Jason Witten, you know, like, where's the hardware? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there was no hardware with that team. Like, Tony Romo, man, like, maybe hold on to the ball on the extra point and maybe you can get something going your first year. But
yeah, exactly.
That's why quarterbacks don't hold on extra points anymore. Like, jeez. There's a lot of problems with that era of Cowboy football. I mean, Jason Garrett.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Ball knowers know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you let us know in the comments who wins this time. Am I 2-0? Because I'm pretty sure I'm 2-0. Check out our last video as well for NFC North all-time drafts versus me and Will Overbo. So it is what it is. Tell us the record in the comments below. But next, in the second half of the Toss the Mic Sportscast, we're predicting the Badger schedule and predicting the NFC South. Stick around on Toss the Mic.